Hi, welcome to Chef Tips UK with me, Chef Ricky. If you're brand new here, hit that subscribe button, really helps us out folks. Today we are doing Asian chicken. I got this recipe from my Kung Fu instructor, authentic Asian chicken. So, first thing we're going to do is marinate the chicken. I've got 300 grams of chicken here, and all I'm going to do is slice this really thinly. So first thing I'm going to do is just butterfly it. So just sort of taking it in half. I've done this in loads of videos, and then I'm just going to chop it, and I'm slicing it not quite into goujons, but sort of like really sort of fine. I want it quite thin because I want the chicken to almost go crispy in the pan. So I'm just going to chop up this chicken just like this. Right, so once you've chopped all your chicken up, it's time to get your board, your knives washed and your hands washed. Right, so once you're all cleaned down, everything's clean, leave that chicken to the side and work on the marinade. Now this is a really simple marinade here. I've got 3 tablespoons of dark soft brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, 6 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of chilli powder, and then I'm going to go approximately 1 teaspoon of cracked black pepper. So I'm just doing a couple of pinches in there. Then we're just going to mix it up just with a fork. Really simple marinade this. It's really nice. And we're going to marinate this chicken for about an hour. Once you've given it a little mix up, we're going to go in there with the chicken, and we're just going to rub the chicken round just to get that marinade mixed in with all the chicken. And once that's all mixed up, we're going to get this in the fridge for at least an hour, 2 hours. It kind of gets better the longer you leave it. You don't want to leave it too long though, because of the white wine vinegar and stuff. Right, so our chicken's been in the fridge now for about an hour. So I'll just break down a few of the other ingredients for you here. So I'm going with a really quick, easy stir fry here. So I've got some ready to wok noodles that you can get from anywhere. Like, so you don't have to put them into water or anything, you know, just straight to the pan. I've got some sugar snaps, some spring onions, some mange too, and some bean sprouts. Just got a handful of each. I've sort of like gone with a julienne feel with everything. So I'll talk you through how I'm julienne everything. So for the mange too, all we're doing, I'll move this pan so you can see better. That's just my wok ready. All I'm doing is getting it lengthways and simply just slicing it so it resembles like, so you got some of these nice little almost julienne, like, well, julienne sort of matchsticks. So that's how you do the mange too. The spring onion, a little bit different. I'm going to take the top off, take the bottom off, the sort of outer shell stuff. I mean, you can use that, but that tends to be a bit dirtier. Just going to take that off. There's this layer of onion, because as everyone knows by now, onions have layers, much like other green characters we know. All I'm going to do with this is this is a bit more tricky. I'm going to take a little sliver, I'm going to drop that to the side, I'm going to drop that there, just so I've got a bit more of a firm surface to cut from. And then I'm just going to slice it, turn them around again, and then go back through them. Just like that. So we're left with it. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, these aren't perfect. And you just sort of get this sort of like stringy sort of julienne spring onion. And then we've got some sugar snap peas here. These again, slightly different to the mange too. We're going to go in half first. So I'm just going to, I mean, like I said, it don't have to be perfect. So I've just sort of really badly cut that in half, and then go down lengthways, and you're left with this sort of nice julienne if you do it properly. I'll try and do this one properly. Obviously be really careful with your hands, that's a lot better, that one. And then just down lengthways to get some sort of nice matchstick sized vegetables. And that's how I kind of like to do stir fries. That's just my own little thing. Obviously you can cut them however you want. It doesn't make a massive difference to the overall dish. But for now we're going to get some heat into this pan. We're going to go a glug of olive oil in there, and then our chicken. So this chicken's been marinating. If you take a look at that, that's looking lovely. So I'm just going to do it with the tongs just to save washing my hands. What we're going to actually do with this is I'm just going to get a bowl. You don't have to use a massive bowl. I don't know why I've used a massive bowl. And all I'm going to do is just strain the chicken off. And what that's going to do is just going to get me some nice juices to work from. Just in case any of you are quite observant out there, you may have noticed my bowl changed. I changed it into a smaller bowl before I cling filmed it, just so I had a bit more room in the fridge. Right, so now my chicken. I'm going to keep hold of this bowl, by the way, because we're going to flash fry this chicken, get it in that bowl, and then we're going to fry everything else and add the chicken in at the end. So I've strained this chicken off. I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to break it up. Nice and high, you can hear how hot that oil was. Nice clean flip with a pan. And we just want to sort of move it round. It will kind of all stick together, so you just want to sort of get some movement in there. Smells incredible. And we just want to sear all this chicken off. Right, so we flash fried that chicken, we're going to add that back into the pan, and then what we're going to do, back into the bowl. It doesn't matter too much that I've had raw chicken in there. I've already seared that, so at the minute it is still raw, so I would still treat it as a raw product. We're going to go in with all the veg, so we've got like, you know, a good handful of bean sprouts there, a good handful of mange too, a good handful of spring onions, and a good handful of sugar snap peas. I mean, obviously, if you want to make this dish even quicker, even easier, you can just buy a ready-made, you can buy like the stir-fry packs from supermarkets and stuff. Just buy one of them, chuck one of them in there. But I thought I'd just go with a bit of my own sort of thing. So yeah, all we're going to do is keeping it on high, and I'm just going to add all that sauce to them noodles, to them vegetables. And the thing with it is, we don't want to cook the veg too much. I still want a nice crunch to that veg. Once these are seared off, I'm going to go back in with the chicken. You can see that's starting to come together now really nicely. And then the last thing to add, I've got just my ready to wok noodles, and I'm just going to add them straight to the pan. There's 2 portions worth here, so this will do 2. It's 2 good portions though, so you know, this might actually feed sort of like 3 people easily. So I'm just working the wok now, working the noodles I want everything in this, not on the oven. I want everything in this to sort of soak up all that juice, all that flavour. Right, so just to finish, I'm going to go a few splashes more of soy sauce, and then that is done. And then to plate up, obviously you just want some tongs, and as you can see, that's about half of that. That is a good portion. Really easy, especially if you buy, say, pre-cut chicken, some pre-made stir-fry mix with a ready-to-wok noodles. I mean, this is ready to go in about 10 minutes. Really simple, really tasty. Asian chicken. Like I said, I got this recipe from my Kung Fu instructor, Bob Weatherall. So shout out to him on this video. I tried the recipe out at home and I loved it. So that's why I thought I'd cook it for you guys here. So one last thing to do is to try it. So I'm just going to get stuck in here with a fork. Obviously, the more traditional way would be to use chopsticks, but I cannot use chopsticks to save my life. I've tried and tried, I can't do it. So maybe one of you guys can show me a video on how to use chopsticks. Drop it in the comments below, I'd appreciate that. That is really tasty. We've got that bit of chilli powder in there, so we've got a nice bit of heat, and then we've got the sugar and the white wine vinegar. That gives it this really nice sweet and sour note to it. And then with the soy sauce, we've got this salty, sweet and sour, chilli flavour going on in there. And that is really nice. So guys, I'm going to grab my lunch. I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video, hit that subscribe, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. You know what to do, guys. Get watching, get cooking. Until next time, keep on chefing.